I've just bought this BMW M4 G82 and this is how I'm going to flip it in only 24 hours. My name is Matei and I've been buying, driving and reselling fast cars for the last 5 years. And this is exactly what I'm going to do with this BMW M4 G82. As you can already tell, I'm a big BMW fan. I bought tens of BMWs in the past years, especially M cars, and I can say I know a thing or two about them. This right here is my second BMW M4 G82, and the first one I had, it was in 2023. The car was pretty new for that time and I drove it for a year or so. In my opinion, the BMW M2, M3 and M4 are pretty similar, and I think those three are the best M cars you can buy right now. The value for the money is unbeatable. You can easily compare them to a Porsche 911, and with most of the Porsches, you can't even slide like you do with the BMW M. Driving this machine on a daily basis is the absolute best feeling you can have in your 20s or 30s, even 40s. You feel it capable, you feel it fast, you feel it reliable, because this engine, the 3-liter S58 from BMW, is one of the best 3-liter engines in the world, and if you take care of it, maintain it, it's going to last. However, with all of that said, this car is for sale. Why? Let me tell you a little bit more about myself. I've been filming cars in the past years in my home country. Also, from 18 years old, I'm 27 right now by the way, I started a small reselling car business. After 1 or 2 years, I also started to buy cars with my own money and try to resell them here. It worked a little bit, but then I started to do fitness, because fitness was my first passion starting out. I started to train clients in the gym and online for 1 or 2 years, and I took off my focus on reselling cars. I started to collab with 2 friends of mine at a local dealership here in my home country. And I started to buy and sell all type of cars. Cheaper cars, expensive cars, normal cars, and of course, fast cars, because I always bought nice cars for myself, at least the ones that I could afford at that time and the ones that made me happy. However, I saw a nice opportunity in this business and I noticed that I was more into this type of cars than normal cars, and I started to get better at prices, to get better at bidding, to get better at reselling them. On a business side, it's harder to sell cars like this, because sports cars are selling harder, are also a lot more expensive, so you also need a lot more money to invest, but I am better with them, so I'm going to stick with them. And this is exactly what I'm going to do with this BMW M4. During the past months, I've been buying similar cars. 2 BMW M2s G87, 1 Mercedes E63 AMG, Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio, a few BMWs M850i, which is a car that I like a lot, and right now it's about this BMW M4. Because 2 years ago I had this car for a longer time and I struggled with reselling it because it was really hard. I learned a lot of good lessons from that. So now I know the real price of it, I know the real customer, and I know how to resell it. That's why I took a risk and tried again. Right now with a better spec. The only difference between the last BMW M4 that I struggled with is the carbon bucket seats. That car had the carbon fiber bucket seats, which were amazing. I really love those seats, but other than that, this car is a better car overall. Why? Because the mileage is lower. It's around 50k kilometers right now, and the car is from 2020, the first year of production of the BMW M4 G82. This car is rear-wheel drive. I know the X-Drive is selling better, but the price is higher. In my opinion, this car is really cheap right now. For 60,000 euros, that's around $65,000, you can get a really nice spec'd BMW M4 like this one, white interior, really nice paint outside, carbon fiber package, because this car has carbon fiber trims inside and outside carbon fiber package, which includes the pieces from the front bumper, mirrors, rear diffuser and spoiler. Most of the BMW M4s come with carbon fiber roof. I usually buy cars from a lot of places. Usually I bid for them, but I've also been buying cars from local owners here in my home country. And I want to quickly explain how this business works. How can you make this business profitable? To be honest, it's really hard, because you're taking a lot of risks and every car is a risk by itself. Even though you may get it for a cheaper market price, 5 to 10, maybe even 15% lower than the average market price, that car can get really difficult to sell. And if you're getting stuck with it too long, you need to lower the price more and more. And the margin slowly disappears. That's why I think it's about trial and error. You need to risk your money to learn the market. And you also need to get good with one category of cars. It's really hard to know the prices for every type of car. And sometimes you need to make decisions really fast. This BMW M4 is a rare case because I bought it from a good friend of mine. I rarely buy cars from friends, but this guy already bought his new dream car, the new BMW M5 G9, and this car was on a lease. So selling it makes it a lot harder because you need to put the money down to close the lease. Then you need to finish the paperwork, which can take a lot of time. And after that, try to resell it to another person or to refinance it to another company. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Because I've been selling cars in the past years, I have some clients all around Europe. So those guys can be the customer that I'm looking for. But it's still a risk, because if you don't have a direct customer which you're going to resell a car, you're going to get stuck with it. But I'm willing to take the risk because I also enjoy driving this car. Don't get me wrong, I'm not driving them a lot. I'm not putting a lot of miles on them because I want to keep the mileage as low as possible to have a greater value, but I enjoy cars a lot and I like feeling them, as you can see. And right after I bought this car, the next day it started to snow outside. And it was a really big snow and I had a lot of fun with it. Safe fun, don't worry. And I took it to a nice area, spinned in the beautiful snow. And the question of the vlog, how am I going to flip it in only 24 hours? Well, the 24 hours are already gone. But in the first 24 hours, I had a promise with a small deposit on this car to send it for export. That means to sell it in another country in Europe. So I kinda completed the mission, but it's not done yet. And I think this could be the fastest BMW M car sale that I have ever done. But this channel is not going to be only about flipping cars. It's also going to be about driving cars, because most of the cars that I'm buying are selling harder and I'm driving them for a few months. And on this channel I want to experience a lot of nice driving with them and taking you along with me, filming in the best areas possible. Right now it's a really bad weather. As you can see, it's raining, it's really cold. That's why I filmed this vlog inside the car only, because the weather is getting better and I'm also leaving to a really hot place. I'm going to Florida in 2 weeks. I got a really nice car there. You're going to see it really soon, and this channel is going to showcase everything. The business that I do, the cars that I drive, the journeys we're going to attempt together. Don't forget to subscribe and see you in the next vlog.